Welcome to our 4-hour special on the possible invasion of Ukraine by Russia. Hello, everybody. I'm MJ, your host. I'm kidding. But that could happen. That could throw things upside down for a bit, huh? Like COVID's not enough, huh? All right. Welcome, folks. No, we're not going to do a 4-hour special on Ukraine. Well,
not today, anyway.
No. Really?
Tomorrow, however.
Welcome to the MJ Morning Show here on this is Monday. Yeah, starting a whole new week here.
It was a haircut weekend. You got a haircut, didn't you? You look like you did, and Kyle did. No?
He still got ramen.
Oh, it was a haircut weekend.
Did you get one?
All right. You mean Coop?
I did, yeah.
Coop.
Who's Kyle? I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah,
Coop,
well,
did you get a haircut?
He's Kyle Cooper, but we call him Coop. I don't think we've ever called him Kyle on the show.
Kyle's the new guy. He's sitting right next to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you got a haircut?
I got a haircut, yeah.
Wow. I did not get a haircut. His last haircut I had was my favorite haircutter in New York on January 2nd, which was a Sunday. Julie and I flew back from London on January 1st, and January 2nd, my favorite haircutter in New York actually went in on a Sunday to cut my hair. So my last haircut.
What? Who are you, Drake? You make these people show up to cut your hair?
On a
what
Sunday?
Is this? No, just go to a barber. Go see my buddy Gino. What are you doing? I got to go to New York City to get my ramen noodle hair taken care of. Will you please? Just go down to Fade Junkies.
Fade Junkies.
Fade Masters. Another place right by my house.
Fade Masters, not Fade Junkies.
Fade Junkies.
There's a Fade Junkies in Town and Country, but you can go to Fade Junkies, you go to Fade Masters, you go to Fade Fans.
Okay. Great Clips has some awesome specials going on right now.
All right, hold on a minute. Just hang tight. Who is that barber shop in St. Pete where all these people like drive around with this dude's sticker on the back of their car window? I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like the barber shop. I've seen the window sticker for years on the back of old men cars.
Really?
What shop is that?
I don't think it's a shop. I think it's just people that are fans of barbershops.
I'm telling you, there's a particular barbershop. And
my buddy's barbershop is called The Barbershop. I mean, there's probably a lot of them.
I don't think it's far from right here. I think it's in St. Pete. And for years, people are driving around with this guy's. It's like a window sticker that takes up half of your rear window. I'm like, what the? Who's putting a barbershop sticker on the back of their car?
Is it Tim's Barbershop?
Might be.
Is it Goodfellas Barbershop?
It is not.
Is it Godfather Barbershop?
No.
All right. I wasn't guessing. I was kind of giving an educated guess.
I thought
you
we were
guys
doing
just
gangsters.
like shooting in the dark here.
It might be. That might be.
Okay, so we know that you did not get a haircut.
I did not get a haircut.
Okay.
So hold on. I'm a little concerned
Why
here,
are you
Roxanne.
talking about your hair?
I don't know.
No, maybe it was the lighting. I came in, the lighting was dimmed. Maybe the lighting threw me off. Your hair just looks different to me. Maybe it is growing out. Maybe you need a haircut because when it starts to grow out, then it all kind of flattens down.
Oh, yeah.
more.
When it grows out, it looks like it's shorter. That makes a lot of sense.
Roxanne doesn't know the growth.
Right.
And I've done a piece on how the poof goes throughout the show. At 6 a.m., it's gelled. And, at 7 a.m., he pulls
that's
at
right.
it.
You did the evolution of the poof.
That's right. That's what it was called, the evolution of MJ's poofy hair.
Is that audio around anywhere? Froggy was like...
You might have to find that.
Froggy's like, oh, no, the evolution of MJ's poof.
I did it in an old newsy voice. I don't know where that is. I have to look that up because it really is a magical piece of hair you have. The way it operates. It's weird.
Am I entertaining you? Am I funny?
I think Roxanne's drunk.
Am I funny? Funny like a clown?
I mean, I'm not sure if you're entertaining Roxanne with or without your haircut. I mean, she's laughing at both.
What am I? Oh, guys, I got to figure out how to get the cucumber story on the air today.
Oh, no.
How do you say cucumber?
Oh, that's right.
How do you say it in your country?
That's how you get it on the air. You say it in Hilaria.
Hey, Coop,
accent the
I'm
whole
going to
time.
need the Hilaria Baldwin Today Show appearance where she...
Oh,
said,
this is what you're talking about.
Yeah, how do you say cucumber in English? I mean, what?
Cucumber?
I mean, how do you... I mean, she is such a phony.
I love
What
her.
a fraud. Oh, by the way, Alec Baldwin. Hey, Coop, is that Alec Baldwin and he's crying on video or so? What is he?
I'm still watching the video. It's hard to watch because I don't like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, not many people do. I mean, so how long is the video?
It's like 6 minutes long of him just crying.
Okay.
So I'm going through it.
What a baby.
My God, there's a video that Alec Baldwin posted where he's talking about how sad his life is and all he has is his wife and kids. Well, you know what? That's pretty much what most people are like, where your wife and kids are the most important thing in your life.
I need more.
Hello? What's going on with this guy? All right, we're just getting rolling. Folks, this is going to be a crazy show today, I'm telling you right now. Crazy show. And then the cucumber story, I got to figure out a way to get that on. And Froggy, you suck.
Yeah.
Dude. All right, let's address the Froggy situation next.
Oh, you're being specific.
Oh, yeah.
I was just making a broad statement. Yeah, he does suck.
No, there is a Froggy story.
Awful.
This is terrible. 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 All right, hold on. It's next. Oh, I sounded like Hilaria Baldwin there. Yeah. All right. Next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Back in a second. You guys are into a new car or new monster truck, right?
Okay, so there's like 20 cars there, right?
Yeah,
There's
I
a lot
just
of
cut
cars.
to the chase. What are you into now?
I am a Mohawk Warrior fan.
Yes.
Ironically,
Yeah.
unrelated to our first segment, sponsored by Great Clips.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. The
All
Great
right.
Clips Monster Warrior.
All right, so
Mohawk Warrior.
Mohawk Warrior. I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
I said
Monster
monster.
Oh,
I said-
so
And the truck has an actual mohawk. It's very cool.
so Mohawk Warrior, is this a relatively new
No.
vehicle, or how long has it been around?
He's been around for a little while. See, 2 years ago, and this is how you get fans. 2 years ago, we went to the Monster Jam.
yes.
Monster Jam at Raymond James Stadium.
You almost lost it there in the end.
Go ahead.
And we are in the elevator
Yeah.
to go up to the press box.
Introducing Dino Crusher.
Remember they used to have the big dinosaurs that would eat cars?
Who's this big guy? He's bigger than our trucks.
So the
like that?
elevator attendant's like,
I don't think you can meet the weight limit, sir. You have to take the stairs.
Now that sounds like Cookie Monster.
Yeah, really. That was
my,
one too.
my Cookie Monster voice and my Monster Jam voice, very similar.
This big guy ran onto the field, flipped over. The tow trucks cannot turn him back. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me.
Okay, so hey, we're in the elevator, and
All right, hurry up, because I got to tell why Froggy sucks.
okay,
Oh, jeez.
All right.
the doors of the elevator open, and
Right.
in walks the star, Bryce Kenny,
Right.
the driver
So he's
of
the
Mohawk Warrior.
Okay.
And he plays with the kids, and he was super cool. So now we're super Mohawk
Now
Warrior
you're big.
fans.
Sounds good.
Wow.
We also have a very interesting quasi-racist angle about the day.
What?
What?
There's a truck called the Saigon Shaker, and I didn't feel very comfortable watching it.
Well, why is that problematic?
I don't know, just calling out Saigon, and it's 2022.
All right, Froggy, you suck.
Excuse me.
Froggy, listen, you.
I don't suck. All right, I might have jumped the gun.
What happened?
In going pro.
Dude.
Going pro.
All right. Here's
What?
the deal.
Yeah, I should have even asked you guys to watch. That was just a stupid idea.
I get a text from was this a group text, right?
Yes, and I was just looking for a little support.
We all got a group text from Froggy, and this was, I'm trying to find the time here. All right, Froggy sends me a text at 12:29 p.m. yesterday. So it's Sunday afternoon. It's 12:29. I get this text from Froggy in the group. It looks like Roxanne, you were in the group text. Fester, you were in the group text. Doesn't look like Coop was in the group text.
It's the group of important people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew Coop was busy. He wasn't going to watch.
Put Coop in the group text, will you please?
I don't want to be in your stupid group text.
So Froggy sends out a text. My first pro race is starting. So, folks, if you don't know the deal here, Froggy is a grown 40-year-old man.
42.
42. And he has this racing seat in his house, and he sits
It's
in...
a racing simulation.
He sits in this racing simulation seat, and he's got a steering wheel, and then he goes online, and he does these car races online.
Yes.
And
It's
so-
one of my hobbies.
what is
I'm
it?
a professional
All right.
sim
All
racer.
right. So
sir.
it's called iFormula League,
IFL, yes, I
the
got signed.
F3 round 1.
Yes.
So Froggy says, my first pro race is starting. So Froggy's in his whole computer get up and set up with the sim
Okay,
chair.
I have a weird confession.
Yeah.
When I hear you guys talk about guy stuff like racing and all that, I kind
Well,
of like half
we never
listen.
talk about
We
it.
never talk about it. We don't talk. I'm talking about Froggy. We don't talk about racing. This
Okay,
is not a race.
cars.
Video games.
This is a video game. So Froggy is in his whole getup, and it's pretty amazing. There's a link to a YouTube channel, so it's a YouTube live,
Yes.
just like we're live
They
every morning.
broadcast, yeah.
You know, the MJ Morning Show, we're live every morning now on YouTube, and you can go to mjmorningshow.com and click on MJ TV and watch us live in the studio, every bit of the show. So Froggy sends the link. I'm sitting at the kitchen table with Michelle. I'm just doing some paperwork. I got some spaghetti sauce I'm about to get going, and in the kitchen. So I go to the YouTube channel, and you got some commentators that are like play-by-play guys.
Yes.
And then
It looks like a real broadcast, didn't it?
It does. It does. And you've got the leaderboard over on the left. And then, of course, the video, it's not real cars on a real track. It is just impressive, amazing video game graphics that are
Oh,
just,
yeah.
I mean, So Michelle's like, "Is that real?" I'm like, "No, it's video. It's computer animation.
It's iRacing. It's been
whatever
very
it is.
popular.
It's great." So then Froggy builds this thing up. My first pro race. Anyway, I'm not going to belabor the point here because I'm not going to spend all day on this. I'm only going to spend another minute on this.
It was a good race.
So Froggy's in last place like the entire time. I mean, the entire time. There are 26 or 28 racers, and Froggy is dead freaking last. I noticed that it keeps track of how many seconds you are ahead. Froggy was -7 laps. How?
Wow.
How does that happen?
Because I crashed, all right? And my car was unrepairable.
So Froggy sucked at driving, obviously, and then he crashed. So then you were out of the race?
Yes, but that's okay. That's okay.
How
It's my
many
first
laps?
race.
How many laps was the race?
35.
And in what lap did you crash?
4.
But you know what? People love crashes.
By the end of the race,
Did it sound like that?
It was bad. If it was real, I would have been dead.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I hit it bad.
What did
Real
you hit?
bad.
Like a gasoline tanker truck?
I hit the wall, and my car broke in half.
At what? At what speed?
I was going like 180.
Oh my God!
And in iRacing, when you hit something really hard, the screen goes blank as if to say, "This is where you die." Sometimes,
right?
I died.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
And how are you going to be better next weekend?
Well, I've already started practicing.
Yeah, it's practice him, just like anything.
I
Right?
didn't put in enough practice last week.
How did you qualify to be in this pro race?
I got signed because of my performances on iRacing. It's just I had a bad first race. I'm not good at that track.
How do you come back if you're dead? If you crashed into the wall?
Thank goodness it's not real.
Yeah,
You ought to be out. You ought to be out forever. I mean, it ought to be realistic. This ought to be totally realistic. And if you died in your first race, then you're done. You can't come back.
Like the Dale Earnhardt flag, huh? He's not coming back. You still see number 3? What was your number in the race, Froggy?
64.
See, we got number 64 flag.
Should be 0.
Come on.
That's how many laps down he was
All right,
by
next-
the end of the race.
No, 0 is no. He was 7 laps down.
That's why when I crashed, everybody went by lap after lap, and that's why it was counting down. But next week, guys, we're going to Brazil. Okay.
And you like that track.
I love Brazil. I'm fast on it. I guarantee a podium, either a 1, 2, or 3 finish. Can we put the link maybe on the MJ Morning Show Facebook page so all the listeners can watch me win?
So they can watch you be in last place.
Or you can put the link from yesterday's race.
And crash again? Oh, my God. By the way, Froggy uses his real name. It was like Michael Kuzmano.
Yes, I use my real name. Very, very, very last.
Why don't you use Froggy?
You have to use your real name in that game.
Then do Michael Froggy Kuzmano.
I'll apply for that because my partner Shecky Moskowitz has a fake name.
Shecky Moskowitz?
And he got 11th. He had a good race.
What, he played Browns in the Catskills back in the 60s?
That's exactly
Pretty close.
That's exactly where he got the name.
Clean the pools in the summer at the lodge.
Yeah, with Dirty Dancing and Jennifer Grey and Cameron Swayze. What's his name?
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, yeah.
But MJ, thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And next week is my week.
Oh, my God. All right, I got morons in the news next, folks. Loaded with the morons next here on Don't Move. Great pile today. Great pile of morons in the news next. Stand by. Hey, speaking of... On a Monday morning, and the morons have arrived. Oh, Rox, I left you two things. You got those things I just left in front of you?
Yes, thank
All right,
you.
All right, so we'll
Be ready with that.
We'll chat about those later on, so stand by. All right, local right here, Courtney Campbell Causeway. Teen arrested over the weekend doing 123 miles per hour. What is the Courtney Campbell? That's 60, right? I believe that's 60 now, right?
Did it? Yeah, that sounds about right. Let me see.
Close.
Yeah, the Courtney Campbell is 60.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is more than twice the speed limit.
Wow.
But wait a minute. I saw that and I said, or, right? Here's the deal. 18-year-old from Lando Lakes booked. Why? Early Saturday, driving like a maniac on the Courtney Campbell. The arrest affidavit says that the police officer was heading west on the causeway when he saw Jazion Trayvon Alonzo, 18, driving at 123 miles per hour.
Whoa.
Is that incredible?
Yeah, didn't you say that you were on a racetrack one time? How fast did you get?
The fastest that I have ever driven was 154. Or was it 156? 154, 154 or 156. I've driven that fast in a Chevy Corvette Z06, and that was at Sebring. So I would never try, not on the roads.
Right, but you know what that feels like.
Yeah, so
I wouldn't even do it on a track. You're insane.
the back straightaway, I had my vet up to 150 on a track day at Sebring, 154, I believe. And
So
that was
slow.
just before turn 17. So it's the long straightaway. And, I wanted to see how fast I can get, but, you got to brake. If you got to brake at a
Sounds
certain
like you're
point.
going slow as hell.
No, man.
150? Child's play.
154.
This Jay-Z-on is laughing at you. He was like, dude, I was doing 123 on a public highway.
That's not funny. So
it's not funny.
according
It's
to
not
the
funny.
according to the police officer, the dude was revving his engine, and he was also like driving recklessly and swerving in and out of traffic. And then the officer was able to catch up to Jazion Trayvon Alonzo.
How fast did the officer have to go to catch up?
For real.
The speed of sound?
Sounds like pretty fast. Well, the officer was going westbound. You do have a couple of traffic lights. Maybe it happened that,
Okay.
you have the traffic light right in the middle of the Courtney Campbell, and then as you get to the end onto the Clearwater side, maybe that's where it occurred. But the cop then finally caught up with the team, pulled him over, and guess what this Alonzo, guess what this 18-year-old kid told the cop?
What?
I don't look at my speedometer when I'm driving.
Okay.
Do you feel the rumble?
Yeah, look at his mugshot. Kid's got like greenish blue hair on top.
That's a solid look. I mean, blue hairs are really coming
artsy.
back. I mean, it's really.
And
Now-
it's a solid excuse. I don't look at the speedometer.
Now, guys, if you think 123 is a lot on the Courtney Campbell, I got a buddy who's a TPD officer. And a couple of weeks ago, I got to find my text here. This is a couple of weeks ago, and they were doing, this is TPD. TPD was doing enforcement on this is like Friday night, Saturday morning, I believe, and they were doing enforcement on the Gandy Bridge and simultaneously doing traffic enforcement late on the Courtney Campbell as well. And I believe my buddy was on the Courtney, but on the Gandy, listen to this text. One of the drivers that was pulled over, this is like 2-3 weeks ago, Gandy Bridge, TPD, the driver was doing 165 miles an hour
Whoa. What kind of car?
in a two-door M Series BMW. So I don't know which M it was, but it was a BMW M. Could be an M3, could be an M4, could be an M5, M6, M8,
Wow.
M12?
M2. No, they don't do an M12.
Oh.
But that's amazing. So that is crazy. So hold on. I said, where on the Gandy did the unit get the lock on the BMW? Laser or radar? My cop buddy wrote back to me. The guy was driving was 20 years old, and it was radar. Yeah. Didn't say exactly where on the Gandy, but 20-year-old driver, 165 miles an hour a couple of weeks ago on the Gandy.
I had my Lincoln up to 82 on I-4 a couple weeks ago.
You know what's weird?
You shutting?
Yeah. What's weird is you turning your microphone off in the middle of your sentence.
My phone fell right on it again.
You know what's
Yeah.
what?
When I had a fast car one time in my life when I was younger, and I had it for a year, and it was a Mustang. And it's so weird how many people try to race you when you're on the bridge, like, or even at a stoplight. They'll see you in a fast car, and they'll start revving next to you. I'm like, I'm not racing you, dude. Are you crazy?
Was it a GT? Was it a 5.0?
It was a GT,
Yeah.
I remember. It had a convertible tan top. It was real sweet.
Was it a 5-liter? Did it
Yes.
have the 5.0 on the side?
Yeah, it had a 5.0 thingy,
right.
whatever that means.
Did you have like subwoofers and stuff like that?
I had those kinds of tires for a while.
Roxanne, do you have subwoofers?
I mean,
what? Can
was-
you explain?
I'm just trying to be part of the car talk, guys.
That was Roxanne's.
Subwoofers, the stereo.
Yeah, I know. And that's what
but-
people with Mustangs did. And when I was in high school,
Okay.
everybody with Mustangs had subwoofers.
Subwoofers.
That was her vehicle of choice for the fellas.
Are you talking about the cars that go?
Listen, I tell you, I
It's
know
more like this, MJ. You gotta do this.
What? the cars you're next to them, and it's rattling your teeth.
Yeah. I know several guys that signed decent minor league contracts, Roxanne, and the first thing they bought was a Mustang.
With a subwoofer. And they bought a gold-plated subwoofer. All right, moving along. Another Florida story. Crazy. Are cars supposed to be thrown into houses by trains? How about that? How about that for a chain of events? Listen to this. So, other side of the state, PSL, you know what that is, right, Fester?
Yeah.
What's PSL?
Please. Oh, Port St. Lucie.
Yes. Yeah, Port St. Lucie.
Please say it louder.
Yeah, I was thinking of something funny, but nothing's funny about Port
This
St. Lucie.
guy leaves a car on the train tracks, right? The train comes, plows into the car, and hurls this vehicle through the air right into the side of a home. Can you imagine that? Like a toy. Hey, Coop, did I send you the story for the pictures for the website? Do you have it?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. It should be up by like 2 minutes.
All right, so hold on. Coop will get the picture so you can see this. The car is a mangled, twisted mess, and the car is thrown up against the house. I mean, the homeowners are lucky. The car could have been thrown into the house, but the car is mangled like a crushed beer can and thrown up against this house. You imagine? Car's on the tracks. Here comes the train over on the east coast of Florida, and the train bashes into the car and flings it like a toy through the air into a house.
Cars don't do that well against trains.
Yep. According to the Martin County Sheriff's Office, 38-year-old Bradford Weitzel,
Oh, Bradford.
he left the bar.
Bradford.
Guy leaves the bar early Saturday morning to find that his car was missing. So he told the police that he stole another vehicle as an attempt to find his own. What the hell? He's in a bar getting lit. He goes out, his car is gone, so that he steals someone else's car?
Okay.
All right, well, I'm piecing it together.
All right, I'm going to go steal the car. I'm going to go find my car. It must be out there, right?
You need to find your car, Bradford.
And the car that he stole, he told cops, suddenly went dead right on the train tracks
What is going on? It's like GTA or something.
on Indian River Drive in Port St. Lucie. So then detectives say that Weitzel bailed from the car and ran as an oncoming train struck the vehicle and flung it through the air into a nearby home. Coop, is the image up on our website?
Yes.
All right, go to mjmorningshow.com. If you want to see this, when you get a chance, go to mjmorningshow.com. This is crazy.
That is a series of unfortunate events.
Yes. Lemony Snicket style.
Yeah, starting with naming him Bradford.
The homeowners were asleep inside. They were not hurt. Deputies say that Weitzel continued to flee to a nearby fruit stand.
I mean, you need some fruit.
Wait a minute. Then he vandalized the fruit stand.
He didn't drive through it at least?
Wait a minute, it gets better. And attempts to steal a forklift at the fruit stand.
You know, it's funny. A forklift is like the best and worst getaway vehicle at the same time.
This is like Naked Gun 45 and a fifth.
Seriously.
This is horrible.
He tries to steal a forklift. What the fork is this guy thinking?
Well, first, he tried to hide himself inside a tomato display at the fruit stand.
Then eventually this guy, he flagged down responding deputies to ask for help in finding his car. Dude, where's my car?
I mean, this is crazy.
Deputies then arrested him after he then told the deputies the whole story. He starts telling the deputies all the events of that evening. Charged with grand theft, criminal mischief, other charges are expected, and he's got a hell of a mugshot. All right, Coop's got the picture of the twisted car up against the house. Unbelievable.
Any idea on how much damage to the train? That's gotta.
You know, the trains do not sustain much damage. Trains generally have like a bumper scuff. No, seriously.
This isn't like choo-choos of like the Wild West with that big scoop on the front.
I think they do still have those,
Do
right?
they- I mean,
Scoops?
Yeah, do you know what that's called?
A scoop.
a brush guard.
Come on,
I don't
really?
know. I don't know. What is it called?
That whole scoop on the front of a train.
Scoopity doop.
A ramp.
You don't know what it is?
No, I've never thought to.
Don't look it up, Roxanne. I see you looking at your computer and your fingers are going.
Yeah, well, she just guessed scoopity
All right.
doop, so
You're right.
she
All right.
doesn't know.
Guys, I'm up against the clock
All
here.
right.
I'm going to give you an audio clue.
Okay.
Cow bumper.
Close, but no cigars.
Is it the bovine pusher?
The cow teat.
The
Nope.
cattle kicker?
No.
The
Dude,
The moo-moo.
I thought everyone. No, it's not a moo. I thought
udder.
everyone knew this. It's the cow catcher.
Nobody knows that.
I've never heard
Yes,
it.
they do.
That was Fester's
I'm
nickname in high school.
All right, guys.
What was it?
I have more morons. Fester, that was your
Oh.
nickname in high school.
Because I caught all the cows.
All right, hang on. I got to continue with morons. We got another chunk and a whole lot more coming up. Don't move. We're back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hey, gang. Monday. I got to continue with the morons in just a second. Hang on. First, though, is anybody watching Ozark? Is anyone watching the 4th and final season? So we finished the first 7 episodes of the last season. It's my understanding that they dropped the first 7, so we're all caught up. We kind of binged. And then they're going to release the 7 final episodes. I don't know. I haven't seen a schedule for that yet. But you know what is so smoking hot? You know what's amazing? When Darlene and Ruth's brother, is it Wyatt? Is that his name? It's man, when they make out, when Darlene and Wyatt, when they make out, oh my, it just does not get hotter than that.
Okay, all right. Now, obviously, I do not know Ozark, so is Darlene a hideous troll?
Well, Darlene's about 70.
Oh my.
Wyatt is they just double
Okay,
check.
I just Google searched that. Yeah.
It is Wyatt, right?
It is Wyatt.
Yeah, for whatever reason, just like it hit me wrong. But yeah, it's Wyatt. Ruthie's brother, he's an odd-looking dude. And Wyatt is like, what, in his 20s? And he's all hooked up with Darlene. And it's amazing. It's just incredible when they make out. It's just so hot and sexy.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Her teeth fall out in his mouth.
Oh. My God. You know what? That Ozark is just incredible. I mean, it really is. If no one had, if anyone listening has not seen Ozark, you got to start with season 1, episode 1, and just good stuff. I'll tell you, it's just so underappreciated. I'll tell you who is so underrated, and that's
Darlene's twerking skills?
No.
I mean, what?
no, Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Oh, the star of the
always say
show.
that.
I know.
Real underrated.
What?
He's the star of the show. He's not underrated. What are you talking about?
I'm saying that I don't think he gets as much recognition as he should. The guy is an absolutely incredible actor.
Yeah, his sister Justine gets all the accolades.
What?
Justine.
What? Circa 1987?
Her work with Michael J. Fox.
I know. No, wait. I'm telling you, Ozark is tremendous, and Jason Bateman's just strong. All right, Rox, do me a favor. Before I get back into the chunk 2 of the morons here, can you explain? You were just pounding me last week on retrograde and this and that, and folks, Roxanne's into the whole, astrology thing, and I'm not. I don't think Froggy is. I don't think Fester is. Hey, Coop, you into the whole astrology thing?
Every time Roxanne gives me my own personal astrology report, it's accurate, I must say.
Yep. There's something to it.
I just follow the moon for tides.
So what were you bugging me with last week about the retrogrades are gone? What the hell does that mean?
I kept telling you on Thursday, I was like, today's the last day of Mercury retrograde. So
but then you said something like, quote, the retrogrades are all gone now.
So do you understand what retrograde means? Do you
I
understand
don't.
the definition of that?
I know what retrograde means in other ways. I don't know what it means with the stuff up in the sky.
It basically means a planet is moving backwards. Its transit is backwards. So Mercury, for instance, when it's moving backwards, it paves the way for lots of miscommunications, travel delays, things like that.
That's what I want to know. How did the retrograde stuff affect me, MJ Todd Schnitt?
You tell me.
No, you tell me.
I don't know what's happening in your day-to-day life. Maybe you had some miscommunications with people. Maybe you felt sluggish trying to get things accomplished.
I was suffering from ED or something, or
Well, that's a miscommunication if I've ever heard one.
Well, you know what? I think Venus was in retrograde too, and that's romance. So that would explain that. Like even there were a couple of planets moving backwards and just causing things not to go the way you want them to.
With the retrogrades are all gone now.
Yes, they're all gone.
And that means
Venus is direct, Mars is direct, and Mercury is direct.
All right, so that means that life should be easier for everybody?
Yes, life should be easier for everybody moving forward. You can accomplish what you want to.
What about the Ukrainians and the Uyghurs?
I was trying to think how that would play in, but
they have bigger issues because Uranus is in retrograde.
Uranus is in retrograde.
Yes,
Lovely.
I usually like Uranus direct, but Uranus isn't retrograde.
Listen to this. How did this go on for so long? What is your favorite home store, or what's your favorite, home hardware or home center? What is your favorite, Fester?
I hate to say Home Depot because they're the biggest, but that's probably where I do most of my home goods shopping.
Froggy, are you a Home Depot guy or a Lowe's guy?
I'm more of a Big Lots guy.
Or
Ollie's.
You're an Ace Hardware guy.
or your Ace is the place with the friendly hardware folks. Your neighborhood Ace.
Yeah, Ace is definitely the place.
All right, well, this is a Home Depot story, Fester.
Okay.
An employee has been arrested for swapping store cash with counterfeit money for years.
Oh.
Holy moly.
Oh.
This is in Tempe, Arizona. The plots and the plans and the schemes that people come up with, it really is amazing. What humans will conjure up in order to rip people off, the fraud, just do something wrong. It's incredible. So this is out of Tempe, Arizona, one of the Home Depots out there. The employee is facing federal charges, obviously. Authorities said that the employee for years would take cash from the store and replace it with counterfeit money and then deposit that money into the bank. So this is clearly an individual that had access to all of the day's receipts. Now, most transactions these days are done by what? Credit or debit, right?
Yeah, they batch them at the end of the night. There's no cash on hand.
Yeah, credit debit is really the bulk, and I would say cash is second. I don't know if they take checks at Home Depot, but this is according to the U.S. Secret Service. They put out a news release, which I'm looking at here, and Secret Service agents from the Phoenix field office arrested Adrian Jean Pineda, who was a vault employee at the Home Depot. He counted the cash and then made it ready for deposit into the bank. And Pineda is accused of ordering counterfeit bills from Amazon and then swapping them with money taken from store cash registers. What? Wait, you can order counterfeit money on Amazon?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we talking about like the movie money?
Like the money we used in that promo.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That looks pretty real.
Fester, go to Amazon. Quickly go to Amazon.
I'm going.
And then explain what you're going to say.
You can go to Amazon, where I'm going now, and you can order counterfeit money, and somewhere on the money it says this is counterfeit.
I realize that. We have some of those, I have, remember when you were an extra in The Punisher?
Right, and that money looked similar, but actually none of the markings were the same as actual currency.
So when Fester was shooting a scene downtown Tampa in the movie The Punisher, which was filmed here back in, 2006, 2007, whatever it was, and Fester was in a vault scene with all kinds of money, right?
The vault scene ended up getting cut from the final.
They cut the vault scene.
So I am only in the casino scene.
And you can only see the roll of hot dogs behind Fester's head.
Right. So this money looks a lot like, especially to a layman, a lot like real $100 bills. But then, right here, it has a little word copy.
All right, so wow. So Fester's on Amazon, and Fester literally just typed in counterfeit money, and Fester just got, just take the big picture off. I want to read the description.
Sure.
It's Ibar's prop money that looks real, 100 pieces, fake money, $100 bills, realistic, full print, two-sided play money, $10,000 in bills for movies, TV, music videos, Halloween, birthday parties, prank stuff, $7.99 for 100 fake-looking $100 bills that at first glance look real. And
I mean, here's a stack.
Hold on, go back to the description again.
All right, I was on this one right here.
All right, so I just want to read this again. Full print, two-sided, 10,000. Is it 10,000?
10,000, $100 bills.
So 10,000 in $100 bills for movies, TV, music videos, Halloween, birthday party, prank stuff. I don't see swapping for real cash at Home Depot. I don't see that on the suggestion list.
It says prank stuff right here on the description.
I was just pranking Home Depot.
To the tune of what, 367,000?
Hey, Coop, do me a favor. Can you give me the Home Depot music? Go to YouTube and give me the Home Depot music. Dum 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 dum. You know that stuff.
But if you look, MJ, there's dozens of people who are selling counterfeit money. I mean, here you can get ones, 5s, 20s, 10s.
How the hell did this guy think he was going to get away with this?
Because he got away with it for a long time.
All right. The thing is, they obviously don't print it on money paper, so
It'll feel different, yes.
Okay.
How did Home Depot
Go ahead.
let this happen for so long?
I don't know. They just let it keep going on. But I don't think that if someone handed me that bill and I didn't pay attention to the word copy, I might fall for it.
Oh, I think a lot of folks
that's how real it looks.
At first glance,
looks just like
yes. At first glance, it looks absolutely real. So he bought the counterfeit money. I'm sure the stuff we're looking at right now. He bought it on Amazon, and then he swapped it with the money taken from the store cash registers, and then sealed them in bags for transfer to the bank, according to the federal complaint. Pineda, the complainant said, admitted to switching the real money with fake bills in an interview with the Secret Service. He was assigned a public defender, and apparently between January of 2018 and just last month, January 2022, he was doing it. So he did this for 4 years before he got caught. 4 years.
How's that possible?
Yeah, didn't the bank put this together? If I were Home Depot, I'd switch banks.
Well, don't the banks look at the money? Don't they say, oh, wow, look at all this counterfeit money, this fake crap that's coming from the deposits from Home Depot? That doesn't make sense. So how much money do you think he took inside of 4 years?
I mean,
Home Depot says they've recorded $387,000 in losses due to the counterfeit scam that this employee pulled off.
Go.
So agents got $5,000 in counterfeit currency and $5,300 in real currency during his arrest at Home Depot, according to the Secret Service. And then an additional $22,000 in genuine currency was recovered in his home when agents bashed in the door with a federal agent search warrant. Just smashed on in. What if they used the battering ram? I love that thing.
see, I got to know if this guy tried to print his own money or he had his own operation or he was just making these Amazon purchases.
Dude, it said he bought the money from Amazon.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Come on, dude.
I mean, how many times? Why do you think I say?
Dude.
It was nothing about him making counterfeit money. He bought the money on Amazon. He bought the prop money.
You know who's really pissed? The Amazon seller. He just lost a good customer. That guy in Tempe would buy every week.
Click the buy again button. Buy it again. On Amazon, you got the buy it again button. That's unbelievable. But it took 4 years for them to figure this out. That's nuts. That's crazy. All right, guys, I got a listener that needs help. I've got email right here. And it says, good evening, MJ.
Good evening.
This is someone new to the area, and they need our help. And, of course, the MJ Morning Show is happy to help whoever we can.
We're super helpful.
We are. Thank you.
I don't want to
It says, good evening, MJ. Pardon me for bothering you at this time of the evening. I'm sure you must be busy with show prep and whatnot. Actually, I was done with the show prep. I was just working on the whatnot.
It's really just the whatnot that occupies most of his evenings.
All right. First, I want to thank you and the crew for your entertainment, music in the morning on my drive into the office. MJ, me and my partner, that'd be my partner and I, but who's correcting grammar here? MJ, me and my partner have been coming to Clearwater for many years. It's our inexpensive slice of paradise. Recently, I've been blessed with the offer by my company to relocate to the Tampa Bay area. My office is located at Rocky Point. We were recently acquired by a multinational company that has their financial office in Rocky Point. Currently, my condo is scheduled to close here in Atlanta on 2/28, so it's the end of this month. I'm in a hustle to find a place to purchase, but I'm curious about drive time. One place I found is Port St. Richie.
Newport Richie?
Yeah.
So he says Port St. Richie.
You
All
know, if you're not from the area, Florida has so many port towns and Saint towns. I understand the mistake.
Okay, so that would be either Port Richie or Newport Richie. Okay, so that's one place.
Isn't there an old Port Richie?
I think that's just Port Richie.
Okay.
I think that's what
They're
that.
going to name this town Port Richie. And then later, we're going to name this town Newport Richie.
Now we're gonna name the new one even newer Port Richie.
with that new Port Rich's shine.
Brand spanking Newport Richie.
That's that new Port Rich's smell.
Oh, do you smell that?
I love it.
Gotta hang one of those Christmas tree fresheners from the rearview mirror.
Tell you what, let me tell you what Port
The
Richie
black
needs.
ice one.
Port Richie needs a new Port Richie smell.
All right, so let me finish up what he's asking for. So he said one place I found is in, I think he means Port Richie, and the other one is Seminole. Y'all seem to be very well versed on the area. I'm curious what you guys think about commute times. What would the commute time be from Port Richie to Rocky Point, to Rocky Point, and from Seminole to Rocky Point? Have to be at the office
What
at.
is this?
I have to hold on a minute, guys. Listen to me.
Oh, God, I'm waiting.
I have to be at the office at 8 a.m.
Jeez.
I know the area quite well, but I know you guys know it better. And using maps on Google for drive time may not tell the whole story. Listen, the guy wants to buy a place here. He's going to be working at Rocky Point. He's looking for our advice on where he ought to buy. So his commute time and obviously traffic hassles are minimized.
Should we let him talk to Pat George, our traffic reporter? That's the only person he needs.
No, he's on a COVID cruise right now.
That's right,
That's
he
right,
is.
The whole week. I bet he comes back with COVID.
MJ, does this person know that we don't drive during the morning drive?
Yeah, but we live here.
We live here and we know. All right, so
Okay, straight up, it's going to be quicker from Seminole. But it just depends.
you're going to get more house for your money the further you go out.
Yes.
Wesley Chapel, I say.
So I would like to tell a guy, hey, I'm partial to South Tampa. But of course, South Tampa
Yeah, you're going to pay too much there.
is
If he's
more
looking
expensive.
yeah.
All right.
South Tampa's lame.
Largo, man. Tell him Largo.
Largo's the way to go.
I can show him
Largo?
the ropes of Largo. We got a nice
Yeah.
Central Park.
Guys, I'm just trying to help the guy out. This is a listener that loves our show. He's moving here, and he's looking for some help.
You know what area I really like is Safety Harbor. And that's not far at all from Rocky Point.
He could just take right over the Courtney Campbell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there.
All right.
I like Suitcase City. They should look into that. Just between, Fowler, Fletcher, Bears area.
By the way, his name is Casper, so thank you, Casper.
Oh, God.
Casper, the friendly listener, by the way.
Casper, the friendly listener who doesn't have Waze on his phone.
Dude, he's looking for some personalized help. What is your problem with helping somebody? Why are you such a
Okay, it's such a ridiculous question. Well, what neighborhood do you prefer, Seminole or New Seminole? I mean, the guy has to come down. You have to drive the area. You have to drive
Yeah,
it
but you
yourself,
put a little
Casper.
work into it there,
Listen,
buddy.
you have to get your friendly ghost ass
Guys,
to town.
bum.
Guys, I mentioned this to help him, not have you berate him.
No,
You're-
no, no,
Yeah, I want to help him. I
Freshman-
want to help him.
Freshman Froggy, you're berating.
Casper needs
Casper.
This is a little bit of a wake-up call.
Don't berate Casper.
Casper sounds lazy.
Let me tell you where I don't want you to
Casper.
go.
I think, how about Town and Country?
Town and
Town
Country's
and Country.
lovely.
I mean, Froggy, you live in Town and Country.
Yes.
Hey, maybe Casper can, any houses for sale on your street?
Now we're all booked.
Yeah.
Sorry,
First of all, I don't want any neighbors named Casper.
That's
Please,
very,
Casper.
Unless it's their last name and they own McDonald's.
Come on, we're trying to help the guy out here.
Yeah. Town and Country is very close to Rocky Point.
What about Oldsmar?
Oldsmar be good.
Are we just naming crummy towns in the area?
No,
we can't
Oldsmar
help this
isn't-
guy.
we're- Rummy?
No, we can help the guy. All right, Rox, I'm giving you the email.
Okay, please do.
Can you write Casper back?
I'm going
All right.
to give him a lot of details.
I'm giving you the email. Take the email and send Casper a note back, and we're happy to help a
Do we
listener.
get a real estate commission on this if we help this guy buy a house into this area? I mean, seriously, what
Why
are we
don't you
doing?
sell him an RV and tell him just to camp out in a parking lot?
You know
Now
what?
we're
That'd be
talking.
the best decision he ever made in his life.
Yeah,
Casper.
I love Casper. This is so professional.
Oh,
Casper's a bum.
Except for the punctuation and spelling and words.
All right, folks, when we get back, I got to tell the cucumber story. I got to figure out how to get the cucumber story on the air safely. I got a cucumber story. It was quite embarrassing. I'll explain coming up. Also, Rox has been berated by a listener as
Yeah.
Mother of the Year, in quotes, for something that happened.
You should have seen my response, but I had to delete it because it was laced with 4-letter words.
All right, that is just scratching the surface, and it's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Hey, folks. up on 7:31. MJ and the crew here with Froggy, Fester, and Coop, and Roxanne. And let's get going here, folks. A lot of ground to cover here on a Monday. Hope everyone is doing well. Of course, this begins Super Bowl week. Well, technically, it is Super Bowl week, but then technically Super Bowl's on the beginning of the next week, right? Because it's Sunday. So I don't know. I mean, all the pregame stuff and the NFL experience out there, and all that crap happens
Right now.
Right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
it starts this week. All the players heading out there, all of the media crap. So
Media Day, what is that, usually Tuesday?
And MJ Morning Show will be broadcasting live from Radio Row in Vegas starting tomorrow.
no, we're not.
We're not. What?
We've never done
Why?
that.
Why Vegas?
That's where the Super Bowl is, isn't it? Oh, it's in L.A.
No.
It's in L.A. The Pro Bowl is yesterday. I watched like
What?
10.
We're going to be interviewing degenerate gamblers on Radio Row.
I'm sorry. The Pro Bowl is yesterday.
We're going to be broadcasting live from Detroit starting tomorrow.
Oh, what a slum. No, the Pro Bowl is yesterday, and that was in Vegas. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Hey, first things first. What an amazing woman. Did you see the crossing guard
Yes.
that pushed the little girl out of the way so she wouldn't get run over by the car? And then the crossing guard, she got run over by the car, but pushed the girl to safety. Hey, Coop, do you have the image? The
it's
video?
going up now. Yep.
All right, Coop is going to put this up right now. This is amazing. This happened in Maryland, and I'm just curious. The driver of the car that barreled into the crossing guard, would they like is there a color brighter than traffic cone orange? Because that's the whole body poncho that the crossing guard is wearing. It is a full, like, neck to ankles, orange-colored rain poncho that is a traffic cone color. And then the crossing guard's in the middle of the crosswalk. The hand is out, to stop. Now, I wonder, should the crossing guard have like a handheld stop sign? I've seen some crossing guards with that.
I mean, she's wearing a fluorescent orange muumuu for all intents and purposes.
That's what I'm saying.
It's obviously a
What'd
raincoat.
you say, for all what?
Intents and purposes.
All right,
It's
just making
intensive purposes.
It's not
stupid
intents
ass.
and purposes. That's my pet peeve.
Oh, it's not?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Intents and purposes. No, but the driver obviously was looking down at their phone, completely not paying attention, blacking out to the road
There you go.
for 4 or 5 seconds. 6 seconds, who knows how long.
This happened in Maryland, and this crossing guard saved a middle school student from certain injury, and could be worse, pushed her out of the way at the last moment of an oncoming car who the crossing guard obviously determined was not going to stop. Northeast Police Department Corporal Annette Goodyear said that she didn't think about how she may have put herself in harm's way when she pushed this child to safety. In front of Northeast Middle School, this happened on Friday. For me, I'm a parent as well, and it's like I just want to make sure these kids are safe. And it didn't matter if I was struck or not. She told Fox 5 up in D.C.
She didn't even think about it. She
Nope.
just reacted.
All right, I don't want to parse job titles, but she's a sworn officer. She's a corporal in the police department.
She is.
Who is doing crosswalk duties.
Right.
Other people, their job is to be like the crosswalk person.
Yeah, usually law enforcement, they don't do the crosswalk. Usually it's, civilians that do the crosswalk. But what is that woman driving? What kind of car is that? Is that a...
Illumina? I mean, it looks
She's
like
lucky she got hit like that.
Is that an old Pontiac?
old Monte Carlo? I don't know. I don't
Something
know what
like
that is.
Old
Was-
GM?
Was there anything in the story? Did they tell what that person who was driving the car, were they looking down at their phone? Like, how did they miss the orange coat wearing crossing guard?
All right, here are more details. The child unharmed. The crossing guard literally pushed the child out of the way, and the crossing guard gets tagged by the front right of the vehicle. Folks, this is just a public service. As right now, kids are starting to go to school. You've got kids walking to school. You have kids using crosswalks. Pay attention. Put down the freaking phone and pay attention, especially in school zones. So that was part of why I wanted to tell this story. I want you to see the video because this police officer who was doing crossing duty is absolutely a hero. But also look at this on why you need to pay attention in school zones, and making sure you don't mow anyone over on a crosswalk anywhere, for that matter. So the child was unharmed. Goodyear, the corporal with the town of, Northeast? Is that
Yeah, it's just northeast.
it's Northeast Maryland? That's the name of the town?
And in front of Northeast High School.
Yeah,
so
I guess it is. It's just a weird name for a town. So she was clipped by the car, and she said, I just want to make sure all of these kids are safe, and it didn't matter if I was struck or not. That's amazing. She said, I'm lying here on the ground thinking to myself, did this actually happen? I don't even know what to think about that at that point. She was brought to the hospital. She was treated for minor injuries, but once she was discharged, she then went to the student's home. So the officer then, when she got out of the hospital, went to the home of the student to make sure she was okay.
Wow.
So she was brought to the hospital, then goes to the kid's home. She came down the stairs, saw me standing there, and as she was walking toward the door, she was getting teary-eyed, and you could see as she was getting teary-eyed, and then her dad started getting teary-eyed, and we all started, I guess, getting teary-eyed at that point.
A lot of tears.
A lot of tears.
Yeah, all right, this is audio of her on Channel 5 in D.C., Fester?
Yes.
All right, let me hear the officer. Go ahead. Here we go.
Like, I just want to make sure that all these children are safe. It didn't matter if I got struck or not. It's just that I had to make sure that these children don't.
Corporal Goodyear says after she got out the hospital, she went back to the school to see if the student was still there. They told her she was shaken up and went back home with her family. Corporal Goodyear says she then went to visit the family.
Listen.
She came down the stairs. She saw me standing there, and as she was walking towards the door, she was getting teary-eyed, and you could see it. And when she started getting teary-eyed, then her dad started getting teary-eyed. So, yeah, we kind of all started at that point because I was just so thankful that she was standing there and that she was okay.
We also spoke to the Cecil County executive tonight, incredibly grateful for what Corporal Goodyear did.
It was an amazing act of heroism.
I agree, 100%.
Wow. That's the most I've ever heard teary-eyed in one sentence, by the way.
It was a lot.
I'm getting teary-eyed just talking about them getting teary-eyed.
Me too.
I've been chopping onions all morning. So
That's what that smell is.
That's why I'm teary-eyed, yes.
This driver, not a lot of information on the driver other than the driver clearly mows into the corporal who's doing the crossing duty. The driver was cited for negligent driving, failure to stop for pedestrian and crosswalk, and there are other charges, I guess, as well.
If that corporal hadn't done that, that child is dead.
Oh, wait a minute. Also, the driver was charged with expired registration plate.
So the driver gets out of the vehicle, and the driver looks nothing like I would have guessed. But if I had to make a guess by judging by the appearance of the driver, she was probably like a big old pork sandwich stuffed in her face.
Oh my gosh.
She was probably eating while she was driving.
Fester.
I'm not blaming the phone. I'm not blaming the phone on this one.
I know you think.
Look at that lady. Look at that. She's right there.
I know you think that you're the largest on the show, that you have creative license, but
You guys don't pop off chubby jokes once in a
no,
while?
never.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
insensitive.
Okay,
What are you talking about?
I mean, okay.
Only to you.
You guys are right. No, this lady's a foxy lady. I didn't say foxy.
So
I
you
said
think that she had food stuffed in front of her face, and that prevented her from utilizing her full field of vision?
I think she got like a triple-decker breakfast burrito, and she was squirting the picante sauce, and it hit her right in the eye, and she couldn't see it. Oh, my God. And the rinse was wet, and it wet.
Wow. It wasn't much of a crash.
I mean, I was waiting for the crash.
Video. Look at this heroic crossing guard / corporal in this Maryland Police Department. Total hero. And remember, folks, don't hit a kid or a crossing guard in school zones or anywhere else. Pay attention. Put down the phone and drive.
And
right?
the triple-decker breakfast burritos. Put them down, too.
Wow. I mean, truly just incredible. All right, I got to figure out how to get the cucumber story on. I'm still working on it. I got to figure out what language I can use to tell the cucumber story. And
What are your choices?
Well, this is personal. This happened to me. The cucumber involves me and my wife.
Oh.
Do you want to share the story?
I don't think I want to know.
I definitely want to
Hold on. I will tell what time is it? It's 7:41 now here on the MJ Morning Show. The cucumber story, I'll get it on shortly. I'm still trying to formulate in my head how to get the cucumber story, how to say it. I don't want to offend anyone. I want to do it.
Who are you going to offend? Guys who work at produce stands?
Well,
I mean,
hang on.
who's the victim here?
I'll get to it coming up in just a bit. I need to talk Big Brother for a minute. Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh, so glad we're talking about this.
And then right after Celebrity Big Brother, how to tell if your guy is cheating. There is a hack that this woman is trying to publicize, a hack that will tell you if your guy is cheating on you. Hold on. Very simple. I might go to phones on this and see if anyone has tried this. Does it work? Or what other hacks have you come up with to try to catch a cheater? Hold on. We'll get to that in a second. First, though, Celebrity Big Brother. And, folks, we have two super fans in the room. It's almost unnatural. So Coop, our producer, and Fester are Celebrity Big Brother whacktards. I mean, you guys...
Oh, wait a minute.
You guys are nuts.
And I'm proud.
There
I'm a
you go.
proud Big Brother whacktard.
If I'm being completely honest, I was a little on the bubble about this cast of celebrities because they're D-list at best. But I'm digging it. These guys are great.
Remember, I shocked you guys last week by saying, guys, I did it. I did it. And you guys knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yep.
This was was it Thursday or Friday show?
It premiered on Thursday.
So it must have been Friday morning.
Yep.
And all I said was, guys.
No, it premiered on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was a
All right.
Wednesday.
So
then
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday episodes
all right,
last week.
So then it was Thursday morning show. Do you remember what exactly did I say that you guys were able to hone in on right away? What did I say?
Yep, I did it.
Out of the kindness of my heart, I watched it
I did it.
for 30
And
seconds.
then Coop and I knew exactly what you meant.
No, I watched it for 38 minutes.
30.
Oh,
Coop,
okay.
that's a great MJ impression.
Thanks.
No, it's not. It's not even close.
My name's MJ.
That's
good.
It's not even
Wow.
close.
It's not that far
Really?
off either.
Dude,
Okay, you watched the worst episode because it was the introductory episode.
Got it. I have no interest in watching it. However, and I thought also the celebrities, we're looking at D-list celebrities. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up again is in my preparation for this program over the weekend, I stumbled across this headline. Lamar Odom claims to poop his bed on Celebrity Big Brother. What?
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
I know about it.
What kind of show is this?
I've done that.
Apparently, he's got some digestive issues.
All right, so Lamar Odom, he was married for a time to which Kardashian was it?
He was married to Chloe.
Chloe. And things didn't end well there. That was a pretty contentious breakup, right?
Yeah, I think he was he went to rehab. He cheated
almost
on her.
died.
He was
At the Bunny Ranch or something.
Yeah,
didn't he?
right. He was in the hospital for a long time.
Well, he had drug problems. Didn't he? He had,
Yeah.
What
He
were
overdosed at like a sex ranch.
Really?
Yes.
Out in Vegas or out in out in Nevada.
But Lamar
my
Odom's a
God.
new man.
Yes.
He says that he suffers from lactose intolerance
Oh no.
and IBS, which did not pair well with his late night snack of beef jerky sticks,
Oh, I can relate to that.
candy, and warm milk.
Oh my god.
That's like the trifecta of things you shouldn't eat if you have IBS and lactose intolerance.
Dude, how's his breath? Warm milk and beef jerky?
All right. So
Hang on, man. I've got audio of him breathing on somebody. Hang on. Here it is. You ready? Here it is. Here it is. That's him
Why don't
breathing.
you put some coffee in the mix?
That's him opening his mouth and yawning.
Dude, he must have the worst breath on earth.
okay, so I saw footage of him sitting on the couch eating the beef jerky.
Oh, they'll go good with this, some warm milk.
Delicious.
Now he's calling himself the Big Bleeper. What?
Oh,
What?
the big bopper?
What-
No.
wait.
What's the bleep?
Oh,
Why don't you
Yeah, I mean-
figure it out?
yeah, baby.
So did he actually say this on the show that he...
Apparently so the live feeds, you can watch Big Brother like 24/7.
Right, okay.
So apparently on the live feeds, I guess he got up really early in the morning, mumbled some words to himself, and then changed his sheets. And then I guess under his breath, he said something along the lines
About pooping in the bed in the celebrity Big Brother house?
Yes. So this
on
didn't air.
CBS.
This didn't air on television. I don't know if they're going to do it tonight, but it was a live feed situation.
Tonight on IBS.
This is IBS.
This is IBS.
All of his sheets and covers he has to buy the brown ones.
So this hasn't made it on the show. There are people you can watch these live feeds, and I think you need like Paramount Plus or something to.
They used to
view
be
it.
free.
Is it going to make it on the show? Are they going to talk?
How could they not?
Because this is all over the celebrity gossip. This is like Page 6 has it. TMZ has the story
It's too
about.
gross for the show.
Listen, Celebrity Big Brother has no problem hanging these people out. I mean, they put out Chris Kattan about being a closet eater.
And
really?
Yes.
Lamar Odom might not even know that this is out there because they're inside the house. They don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay. So they don't
he
know.
has no
what's-
idea.
Right. I got you. All right. So is your guy cheating on you? The cucumber story. A lot of stuff coming up in just a second. First, though, Rox, 7:47 now on the MJ Morning Show. And Rox, you have a question for me. You said that you wanted a little bit of airtime on Monday's show. And what do you want to hit me with?
So you've been talking all about being the grand marshal for the night parade this Saturday.
This Saturday night,
And-
Ybor City. It's the crew of Santiago, and the crew invited me to be the grand marshal. So I'm the grand marshal of the night parade in Ybor this coming Saturday night.
I've seen you do the media tour. You've been on TV talking about it. You've been bragging. And
Braggity.
I'm just trying to help the crew of Santiago out, and so they have a good turnout.
And so I'm trying to remember if I dreamt this or if you really said it, but are we invited?
Yes, you're invited. If you want to hang out with me, absolutely. Do you want to come?
Is everybody,
Yes.
everybody on the show?
Yeah, everyone. Hey, Coop, do you want to go to the night parade with me?
Oh, man, I'm busy.
Oh, Coop, you're off. Busy doing nothing.
Busy
Just
doing.
kidding. I'm kidding.
If you want to come to the night parade, you can. Froggy, do you want to come to the night parade?
I'm busy.
Well, you're invited. Fester.
Wait, I have a race early the next morning. I have to get my rest.
I got to get on a plane early the next morning, go to my brother's wedding on Super Bowl Sunday in Miami.
I'll be there.
I got a lot of questions, MJ.
Yeah.
I mean, if we had the entire show there, it's what? The five of us.
Yeah, where are we sitting?
Then we bring in,
I will get the vehicle that they'll give me. I'll make sure it has a trailer hitch, and we'll just go to U-Haul and get one of those trailers, and you guys can just stand in the back of the trailer.
we need like a lawn trailer.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, with weed whackers and a riding mower on it.
Well, back out the riding mower,
Oh,
obviously.
That's hysterical. We ought to do that.
That's not safe.
That's pretty good. We ought to get a lawn company trailer, and I'll tow that. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we have the car pull the. That's it. Hold on a minute. I got to call.
I don't know.
When is the parade? From when to when?
It's Saturday night. I think it's like 7 to.
Oh, hang on.
8:30 or so.
Oh, this
7
is
to
great.
9.
Let me call Ken. Ken is the Santiago guy. Hold on a minute. Where's Ken? I think I have his number
We
here.
can all go clubbing in Ybor after.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Prana. We can go to Prana. They just opened up the balcony about a year ago. You can go upstairs now.
Now I'm really busy.
Coyote Ugly's good.
I like Coyotes Ugly.
Roxanne, you can dance on the bar.
All right. Now
What is this,
getting
Coop?
good.
1996.
I mean, what are we doing, Coop?
I'm seriously.
guys, if I got along, I can't find the number for the Santiago guy, but it's
right.
it's in my phone. I got to find it. But
I don't know.
would you guys get it? Well, Fester, you're doing Rough Riders.
I will be at the parade with the Rough Riders.
Yeah, what do you?
The
What?
awesome guys.
Can you be with us in your Rough Rider outfit?
Oh, God.
I
Your
want
little
you to-
Boy Scout
okay,
outfit?
First of all, it's not an outfit.
Little Boy Scout
It's
costume.
a uniform. It's a uniform.
I thought you were an extra in F Troop from 1968.
Yeah, my cousin thought I was a Confederate soldier. She's like, "What are you into Civil War replay?" I'm like, "No, Confederates wore gray."
So yes, Roxanne, answer your question. The whole crew's invited.
Okay,
if you want to
great.
hang with me as Grand Marshal of the night parade this Saturday, absolutely. All right, now I got one for you.
I have to get a sitter.
All right, well,
Great.
work on that. You want to just, how about we take caller 9, can babysit? That's good. All right, caller 9 right now, you can babysit Roxanne's kids on Saturday night.
Hey, I like to babysit Roxanne's kids.
All right, so what's this deal where someone is attacking you and calling you Mom of the Year? What happened?
Yes, and they're a listener because they also follow Mr. Guzmano and
Froggy.
You can say my
Froggy.
name.
Say Froggy. We don't, listen,
Call him Froggy.
listen, Ms. Byro, we don't drop governments around here all the time,
What's
all right?
going on
we already
here?
dropped his government name earlier.
What's happening?
Okay. So, anyways, he follows you guys, but I posted a photo of my daughter, and she was at a construction site, and it's a really cute photo, and she's standing. It's a demoed, demoed
Property?
property.
All right, here's
Yes.
the deal. So, Dig Dug, who is Roxanne's perpetual 12-year fiance, Dig Dug is in the building and
I don't know what he
design,
does.
whatever he does. So he has homes. So they bought a lot in South Tampa, and they demoed the home. They knocked this old home down. They're going to build a new home, and your 4-year-old daughter is standing on a heap of demolished house.
Yes.
And the listener attacks you by saying what? Mom of the Year because?
That's a great way to get a nail in the foot. Mom of the year. Hashtag Mom of the year.
How about
Well, is she
not wearing a helmet?
in one of the pictures though? She is standing on the heap. What is she standing on?
Okay, I have to tell you, I wasn't there for this photo shoot, but Doug must have placed her there.
So it's Dad of the Year.
It's Dad of the Year.
It's not Mom
And
of
I
the
did-
Year.
Yes.
Honey, go stand on that broken glass over there and take a quick pic.
So you're saying that Dig Dug should be charged with child endangerment?
I'm not that. Dads do reckless things with their kids.
Yeah.
That's kind of what dads do.
I'll tell you what.
My dad did.
Was this a text or an email?
This was a Instagram.
Oh, so an Instagram.
Message. Yes.
You know, I mean, looking at the heap of demolished house of broken wood and insulation and roof. I mean, imagine it's a totally demolished house that was down by a backhoe. I mean, this house is a wreck. It's all splinters on the ground, and then your daughter's in the middle of the trash. This listener might have a point there, Roxanne, that
I'm sure he placed her carefully on a plank and looked to make sure that there weren't any nails in it.
all right, well, is your daughter's tetanus up to date?
Yes, she's a fully tetanus shotted up to date.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All
Did you
right.
comment back to this commenter and say, have a bucket of suck it? I mean,
Yeah, I
get out
wrote
of my,
really nasty stuff back, and
yeah.
Doug's like, Roxanne, do not do that. Just-
Oh, you were starting to write nasty stuff
I
back?
did. And then, and then I had to delete it.
What?
Because that's what dads do. They do like, what kind of things do you do with your kids that is a little bit reckless? That's kind of like the nature of fathers.
We do meth.
So what were you going to write this guy? Share some of it that you didn't. So Dig Dug made you erase
He said, Roxanne,
it.
ignore that. He just said,
All right,
ignore
so
it.
What were you writing?
It was 4-letter word stuff. It was like
You were writing 4-letter words to a listener that was concerned about your child's safety at a demolished home construction site?
It was like, mind your, what business.
Really? Oh, my God.
All right. Roxanne feels like she needs to vindicate herself with written correspondences all the time.
True.
That
True.
is her go-to. I mean, if she feels slighted by you, she'll never bring it up to you, but she'll write you a letter and just slide
A
it to you.
poison pen letter.
All right, folks, keep listening. I will get the cucumber story on in just a bit. The cucumber story involving Michelle and me. All right, hold on. Happened over the weekend. I think I know how to do it. I gotta figure out how to do the description and the language and use certain words. I hold on. I feel it coming soon, so stand by. First, though, Rox, did you kind of perk up when I said how to catch if your guy's cheating on you?
Yes, I did, but I found a really funny meme that a texter just sent.
Yep.
So I don't know if this is the answer, but it says, ladies, if you think your man is cheating, take him to see that bitch's front door and see if his Wi-Fi connects. That would work. That would work.
Wait,
is
say,
that it?
Say it again.
Take him to that bitch's.
Wow. Meaning that if he was cheating and hung out there, that he might be hooked
Yes.
up to her Wi-Fi, and then it would like auto-connect when he was there.
Right.
Wow. Well, listen to this hack. This woman claims that you can catch a cheater. So husband, boyfriend, fiance would be driving his car, right? And if he was cheating, the other woman might be in the front seat. And the other woman might pull the visor down to use the mirror, because a lot of cars these days have the little sliding door on the mirror. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So this woman, Ori Louise is her name, and she says, here's the trick. In the passenger seat, you pull the visor down. If it has a mirror with one of those little sliding plastic doors that you open it up and like the light comes on, right? And then you close it up, light goes off, and then the mirror is covered. You go ahead and you open the mirror halfway. So when you're sitting in your husband or boyfriend or fiance's car in the passenger seat, you check the mirror, and then you only put the mirror door, you close it only halfway, the sliding door covers the mirror, halfway. Because then the trick is that if there's another woman in the car, I think this is an automatic thing. I think every single woman, when they get in the front seat of a car, I think they always pull down the visor to check themselves in the mirror. I think it is almost 100% that this happens.
I do. Every time I get in my car, I check my mirror, squeeze a few out, like zits.
Ew.
Yeah, just pop some pimples.
I just dumped that fester.
You are out of control.
Just stop. Just stop it.
Oh, God. Let's make jokes. Come on, people.
That wasn't a joke. It was just gross.
It was a joke. I like it.
Humor could be gross.
So you understand where this is going? So you only put the little sliding plastic door halfway across the mirror. Because the point is, if another woman gets in the car, she's going to pull down the visor to check her face. She's going to open it up all the way. And do you think that she's going to close it just halfway again? Or is she going to close it all the way? Or maybe even leave it open? But probably not leave it open.
Well, so, I mean, if she's cheating with your boyfriend, she's leaving it open.
But that's the hack. The hack, she says, is...
Okay, I can see how that would work. But what if you hit a bump in the road? Maybe it would close by itself.
So confused.
Nah, it's like, what are you confused with?
The mirror, if it's left open?
The little door, a little slidey door.
Froggy.
Oh, I'm thinking because my car
Flips up.
flips up.
Yes.
Okay. The slidey.
Right.
You didn't specify the slide.
Some car mirrors open up like a makeup compact, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Some car mirrors, the thing folds up.
So whenever you close it, it closes.
Yeah, some are on the hinge and it's closed. This only works on the visors that have the mirrors with the sliding
The
sliding door. And
Now I get it.
that's how we ought to go to phones on catching cheaters. And do you have a hack, folks, or how did you catch a cheater? I think phones could blow up on this.
That Wi-Fi one's interesting. I mean, that's even
That
more
is.
of a creepier than the mirror.
Let's see if we can grab some calls on this. So that is this woman's hack to catch a cheater. Any women listening that would like, or hey, guys, I guess it goes both ways. Would you like to share with us your hacks on how to catch a cheater? What do you do? I mean, if you suspect it, even if you don't suspect it, is there something you do that it just makes you feel better? Or have you caught a cheater, and how did you do it? What is your way to catch a cheater? All right, 800-990-1047. Yeah, phone's already ringing. Coop's already screening. Bring up the screen away, Fester.
Sure.
Well, I don't have to tell you that. It should be automatic.
Yeah.
All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Tell us about your hacks to catch a cheater. How did you catch a cheater? Whether it was a husband, a wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance. Do you have some clever way, or even if it's like a common way, how did you bust the cheater? Did they just get sloppy? What was it? All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. All right, Coop, try to turn these here quickly. Rox, you ever...
Yeah, you know what I did?
Never have
This is like going way back to high school, college. And I befriended my boyfriend's best friend, and I got him to tell me stuff. And so that's how I was able to catch him cheating.
Gosh, horrible friend.
Seriously, I'd cut that friend out of the picture right away.
All right, let's go to phones. Tommy is in Safety Harbor. Hello, Tommy. You're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
How you doing, MJ? It wasn't me. It was actually my sister who caught her husband.
Your sister caught her husband. How was it? How'd she do it?
Puncture wounds, all with high heel marks and puncture wounds on the liner of his car in the passages.
Whoa. Hang on.
Whoa.
Punctures on the roof liner on the roof of the car inside?
And the little the little print of the like the dirty shoe on the ceiling. Woo!
What were her feet doing up there?
Do I have to draw a picture for you?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well, Tommy, the question is that your sister caught the husband and they weren't going to a motel or somebody's place.
I guess not. I guess you get in the car and maybe she pulled down the mirror, but you looked up and went, "What the hell is this?"
So the high heels that she was wearing, her legs were in the air, and it was
obviously
putting holes in the liner of the roof, the cloth liner.
Wow, sounds like your family's still laughing over this.
All right, Tommy, thanks for the call, Tommy. I appreciate it. Let me grab Nanette. Nanette is in Lakeland. Hi, Nanette. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Just cheater hacks. What do you have for us?
Okay, so I'm a hairdresser, and one of the hairdressers in the salon thought her husband was cheating because she would take a shower in her own shower, but her shampoo kept getting put in her husband's shower. So even though they were married, she would use one bathroom and he would use the other bathroom. So she kept wondering why her shampoo would end up in his shower.
Oh, man.
So she emptied out the shampoo and filled the shampoo bottle with Nair.
Oh, wow.
Nair?
Gosh. That makes your hair fall?
Yeah, the hair remover, Nair, yeah.
Hair remover. So she thought it was her best friend, but wasn't 100% sure. So all of a sudden, her best friend shows up with a short haircut.
Whoopsies. Hey.
Oh, since when did you want to get your hair cut short, and why didn't you ask me to cut your hair?
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Boom, busted. All right, thanks, Nanette. Appreciate it. Oh, look, JD is a private investigator. Folks, if you have a cheater catching hack, a way that you've caught a cheater in the past, or the way you discovered it, love to hear from you. Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, whatever. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. These are some great stories. JD is a private investigator in Tampa. Hey, JD, welcome to the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
Good morning.
Morning. Would you like to share?
Well, a lot of times what you have to look for in a situation like with cheating is you have to look for signs of things that have changed. Most of the time, guys nowadays, they change their hairstyle, they change their clothing, they change their pattern of when they go out, they change their pattern of when they do things. And when they start changing all that and they're used to being at home all the time, then the woman kind of is like, well, why is he getting so active? Why is he doing all these things? And then what happens is that he's going out and doing stuff, saying he's with his friends and this, that, and the other. And next you know, he's having a good old time and then coming home. So there's a lot of things to look for. And a lot of times when people call me, and the first thing I tell them is, well, tell me the things that have changed. And most of the time it's always the pattern of the way they do things. And when they change the way they do things, and that's when normally things happen. And it's not just men, man. I'm telling you, women cheat just as much as men.
All right, wow. So what's the craziest cheater story that you've uncovered as a private investigator?
Craziest? Well, it's not like cheaters that you see on TV. We don't go up and we don't confront anybody most of the time.
You just gather the evidence, right?
What's that?
You just gather the evidence and give video or photographic evidence to the client.
Exactly. We usually photograph. We don't use too many still shots anymore. It's mostly all video now.
Yep.
But we'll show them the video and we'll show them what they're doing. And then 9 times out of 10, most of the time they know who the other person is already, that they've heard about them and this, that, and the other, and they just didn't know how detailed the relationship went. That's what normally shocks them, is that they find out at the end how much they're into the other person and nobody knew about it.
So it's not like Cheaters, a show where Gomez goes up to you and goes,
It is, but you just don't do the confrontation. I got confronted by cheaters many years ago. They wanted to open up a bunch of offices here.
Okay.
I didn't want to open it, because I didn't. They were trying to go, statewide, worldwide.
Sure. So, JD, as a PI, as a private investigator, what percentage of your business is trying to catch a cheating spouse or whatever?
Well, my percentage of the business is a lot less because I don't tend to like to do these very much.
Okay.
Just because it's just so detailed. Normally they're involved. They're all night long type things. Most of the time everybody does it in the nighttime. But guess what? Whatever happens in the nighttime can happen in the daytime.
Gotcha, JD. Good call. Thanks. Eddie is in Lakeland. Hey, Eddie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
We are well. So you have a personal story you want to tell about cheating?
Yeah, absolutely. So just things were off. You could tell that things were changing, mood swings, attitudes, silent treatment. So I just...
All right, so this is your wife or girlfriend? Who was it?
Ex-wife.
All right, so ex-wife. How long were you married?
12 years.
And then you noticed at what point, a couple of years prior to the end?
Probably 8 months to 9 months,
Gotcha. All right, so what was changing in the relationship? What was she doing differently?
Just silent treatment, just, when we did try to engage in conversation, just, attitude or shortness. And I felt like, something's wrong here. I mean, so I just started doing simple things, just first thing I did was grab her phone, of course, and nothing was there out in the open. And then I started looking under settings, and I went to phone, and I saw numbers that she had blocked. I'm like, why would she have blocked numbers, So I took down those numbers and I texted them and like, hey, this is, I don't want to use her name. This is so-and-so, what's up? And they would respond like, hey, you got a new number. I haven't seen you in a while. And I was just like, oh, all right. This is weird.
Why'd she have them blocked, though? What was the reason for blocking them?
I guess if they try to contact her.
They're exes or something.
Yeah, she was done with them.
Okay, so these were flings that she had had some fun with, and then she didn't want to hear from them again.
Right. She would unblock them when she wanted.
Was she like a nympho or something?
Good, sounds like it.
Yeah, she was when I met her. We did do a bunch of freaky things when we were together.
Right. We did a bunch of freaky things when we were together.
A bunch of freaky things.
Yeah, but it's cool when we're together. I don't mind sharing. She didn't mind sharing me as well.
Right.
But doing it behind the back, that's when the things come up. And then I just started realizing cash withdrawals. Like, why would she take out $300 randomly on a Tuesday? Cash withdrawal.
So what was she doing with the $300?
Probably just going out, getting hotel rooms, paying cash for them. So just, a little due diligence, a little looking here and there, and then realizing when I confronted her about it, we opened up, talked about it, and it broke up, divorce pretty easy, but it just sucks finding out. But that's how if you really want to find out, if you want to look for something, the guys and girls out there, go to their phone, go to the unblock section, and look for another phone underneath spare tires. Look for
Whoa. Look, wait a second. Wait a minute. This call's getting better. Usually calls degrade. You get the good stuff up front, and then it's like, okay, thanks for calling. This call's getting better. Wait a minute. Look for what? Burner phones under spare tires in the trunk?
That was my trick when I was cheating.
So wait a minute.
Oh, my gosh.
You would keep a burner spare phone underneath the spare tire in the trunk of your car?
Underneath the spare tire in my car, in the desk of my office. I was cheating like crazy, too. I just never got caught.
I'm not sure if you're my favorite or least favorite person.
My God.
You're either awesome or a scumbag. That's awesome, Eddie. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Or horrible.
You guys have a great Monday morning.
All right. Thanks, Eddie.
All these calls are jogging my memory.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, really?
Okay. So I'm just thinking of various people. Okay, I do know a woman who found a burner phone in a shoebox in the garage of her husband's.
Right.
And then I know another woman who put a recording device on her home phone. This is years and years ago.
Right.
And caught her husband.
You mean recording the phone calls?
Yes, recorded phone calls. And then I also know someone who got caught because they were going to visit someone at a gated community where when you went in, they had to give you a pass to get into the community. And so they left that on their dash.
How many cheaters do you know?
Wow, Roxanne.
No, I know. I know two victims. I know two victims and one cheater.
Suddenly jog Roxanne's memory.
And then I didn't tell you the conclusion to my story. So I went to when I befriended the best friend and I got him to tell me stuff that my boyfriend was doing or when he was meeting her. Then he told me when they were going to meet and when they were going to be out. And I went and caught them at the restaurant. And he was like a big car guy. And I went out to the front of the restaurant. After I walked in, I went out to the front and I destroyed his car.
All right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You vandalized a house in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
You had a friend that was being cheated on.
Yeah.
There was an an adulterous husband.
Yes.
Who was the husband of a friend of yours. And you actually bought red spray paint.
Yes, I did that.
And what did you write on the? You spray painted huge letters on the side of his house that read what?
Adulterer.
Adulterer. Right. And wait a minute. Now we find out. So you've vandalized a house. Now we find out that you vandalized a vehicle as well.
I did.
What did you do?
Did you carve your name into those leather seats?
I did just kick the hood of it. I just kicked it really.
Did you take a Louisville Slugger to both headlights?
Yeah, kicking the hood is not destroying the car.
No, it was
Rox.
messed up. I did mess it up though. I messed it up, and I didn't destroy it.
How'd you kick the hood? Did you jump on it?
Yeah, I was very
Because it's tough. You can kick a door, but how do you kick a hood?
I kicked all of it.
Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats.
What kind of car was it?
It was a Corvette. But I hate
Corvette's,
even telling this story.
Corvette's fiberglass.
Well, I did something. I promise you, it was damaged.
She must have pressed real hard.
Roxanne was a lot heavier back then. She cracked the fiberglass.
I feel bad even telling that story because we're now. We were together.
Does he know that you wrecked his car?
He was there. He watched it.
You're no. We've been together for 7 years.
What?
My God.
You love these long-term non-committal relationships, bro. I tell you.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Can we have her removed from the room?
Doug, watch out for the Jaguar, Doug.
Yeah, really. Warning, Dig Doug. Wait a minute. Hang on. Warning, Dig Doug. Warning. Is he in the vehicle right now? Is he driving?
Golly.
No, he's not.
The statute of limitations.
Yeah. I was 19 when that happened.
You dated somebody since you were 13?
No, we stayed together for a while. We got back together.
Okay. All right.
All right. Speaking of relationships, and I'm going to get to the cucumber story in a minute. Hang on. I think I've got it figured out. I might. Well, hold on. Cucumber in a minute. First, though, speaking of these relationship type deals here, who do you think says I love you on average first? Is it the man or the woman, the guy or the girl? Who says I love you first on average?
The man or woman.
Anybody? Rox, you want
to? In your experience, Roxanne, dating people for various amounts of times with different amounts of car damage, who says I love you first?
Well, I'm not going to speak from personal experience, but I'm sure that it's the man because it's like.
I'm not going to speak from
I'll tell you what. Let me just interrogate you. All right. So,
please.
The Major League Baseball prospect guy, your first husband, who said I love you first? You or him?
He did.
Okay. Dig Doug, your current 12-year fiance. Dig Doug, who said I love you first?
Well, I did, but it was an accident.
Aww.
So it was like I did, but I was like, oh my gosh, I love you in that blue shirt, and then so it was. But then I had to admit,
this is an international study.
International study on this? There's two options.
Listen, there's 1,092 women. Academic study asked 1,092 women and 336 men about their current or recent relationship. So why is it 1,092 women and only 336 men? I don't get that. But here's the deal. So this study finds that men said I love you on average after 108 days. And women say I love you after 123 days. So that means
That's a long time.
Yeah, 100. That's what, over 3 months.
What?
No, guy. How do you know if you love somebody after just 3 months?
I know if I love somebody after 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I either love you or hate you in 3 minutes.
No, you don't. You're telling me that you love your wife. So when you first met Allison,
she loved me in like 2 years. I think sometimes she's still on the fence.
I don't know. I don't know about you. So you think you know if you love somebody, right? So you believe what in the whole love at first sight thing?
Not with me. I mean, I'm a hard pill to swallow.
Now, what did I see recently?
You're like a horse pill.
Yeah, because you're like the biggest freaking Tylenol ever.
You're like trying to swallow.
My wife pointed out to me that my clothing style hasn't changed ever.
You're a Shamu-sized pill. Yeah.
You're like a suppository-sized pill.
All right.
Some of my better features.
All right. Now, hold on a minute.
Yes.
Did I see, what did I thought I saw something recently. What was this?
I don't know, but while you think about that, I'm going to tell you that the reason men say it first is because it's a way to try to woo the ladies into sex.
You can say that.
Oh, we're spelling words now.
We spell at home. If it's a bad word.
I'm trying to remember. Rox, can you try to search this quickly?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw something recently about the science behind love at first sight, and I can't remember whether it was true or false.
Okay.
Did you see the same thing? I don't know if we.
I've read a lot about this, so tell me where you're going.
There was something recently. Just do a search and see if you can find a recent study or recent research about love at first sight. And I can't remember whether love at first sight is scientifically proven or it wasn't proven. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I saw the story. I might have even printed it out. We just didn't get to it on the show. Maybe, Fester, you type in, is love at first sight real? I don't know. Something like, are you finding anything, Rox?
I'm finding a study that men, when they first see a woman, they overestimate her attractiveness, and women underestimate a man's attractiveness.
Now, love at first sight, whether it's a male or a female, if you see somebody that you're really attracted to, like, if you see somebody and right away it's like things click and like, oh my God. Now, obviously, there's going to be brain chemicals that get released. So is that, technically what love at first sight is, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking. Are you guys ready for the cucumber story?
Are you ready for the cucumber story? Because you've been going back and forth and dealing with this.
Let me call Michelle. Michelle's an integral part of the cucumber story.
Is this an awkward cucumber story? How do you say cucumber?
Yeah, no. Hey, Coop, do you have Ilaria Baldwin?
I do.
Hey, good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Are you sleeping?
Halfway.
Okay. Are you listening to the show?
Yes, a little bit.
What am I about to talk about right now?
We've been talking about a cucumber.
Yes.
All right, it sounds as though Michelle's not into or familiar with the cucumber.
No, Michelle knows the cucumber.
Because he said earlier it has to do with Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle's part of the Michelle's a very important part of the cucumber story.
It's the only reason I'm listening.
So Michelle and I went shopping on Saturday. We needed to get a couple of things because, my brother's wedding is coming up, so Michelle thought it'd be a good idea. Why don't we just go on? What thing do you have us playing around with? Whose is it?
Oh, we're just doing a little bit of that Dr. Oz. Lose a little bit of weight right before, because we've been really naughty over the holidays.
Naughty. By the way, we did cheat last night because I made amazing pasta last night. So
who are you trying to impress with you guys and your weight? Who cares what your family that already hates you is going to act like or going to care what you look like at the thing?
So we had a little cheat night last night, but I'm probably down 6 pounds. I think I'm down 6 pounds literally in just about 4 days. 3-4 days. And, it's kind of like I'm following this Dr. Oz thing that Michelle found, but, not like 100%, but I'm doing maybe like 85%, and it's working out pretty well.
Good.
Right.
We're going shopping on Saturday, and first we're at Publix, and Michelle gets all ticked off of me because I was, like, asking about the prices of the almond butter and this. That stuff's expensive.
And you can't get this chicken, it's too little, and you can't get this because you're picking out the wrong broccoli.
Yeah, so we were off to a kind of an interesting start anyway. So we go to Publix, we get a couple of things, but Publix didn't have what? You wanted an English cucumber, correct?
Yes, I did.
All right, and there was nothing that said English cucumber at Publix. So then we go to Sprouts. And at Sprouts, we got, they didn't have the English cucumber there, but what did we get at Sprouts, Michelle?
A chicken.
Yeah, we got a chicken at Sprouts.
Still alive or a rotisserie chicken?
No, it's a rotisserie chicken.
Okay, all right.
We got Brussels sprouts. What else did we get at Sprouts? Oh, you got your flaxseed oil. I don't know. What's the flaxseed oil for?
It goes in your smoothie.
Okay, that's for the smoothie. All right, so they didn't have
English cucumber.
They didn't have it.
I only go one place for English cucumbers.
England.
Okay, no. Sam's Club always has English cucumbers.
I like British cucumbers.
On the way home,
I like Irish cucumbers. They're already green.
And then also Michelle needed dates. So, dates.
I'm sure you can use it.
And I said that Trader Joe's has those big plastic containers of really good dates. So we stop at Trader Joe's as the last stop. Now, keep in mind, we still haven't found the English cucumber. So, Michelle doesn't like to go into Trader Joe's. So Michelle stays in the car. And, of course, the South Tampa Trader Joe's, that parking lot is a mess. The traffic gets backed up onto Dale Mabry.
It's a weird location.
I don't know how the hell they got zoned for that. Festa, any idea? Did money change hands there? What do you think?
I'd like to know what city council people have boats in the last 5 years.
I don't know how that Trader Joe's got zoned for that location. It's
We're going to
insane.
need that corner.
Because they don't have enough parking. It's crazy. So I go into, I parked right in front of Einstein Bagels right across the street.
Oh, you're that guy.
Well, because the cars were all backed up. You couldn't even get into the lot.
Yep, you're that guy.
So I pull into Einstein, and then Michelle's in the passenger seat with the car running. So if a tow truck comes or whatever, she'll move the vehicle. So I run across the street into Trader Joe's, and I get the shopping cart. And when you walk in, you get the flowers right on the right. And then the produce starts, the whole wall of refrigerated produce starts right after the flowers on the right. So I'm walking in, and literally, like, the first item on the shelf, cucumbers, and they have their little kind of artistic, like, handwritten sign, English cucumber. And so right away, I call up, I got to figure out how to get this on the air. Oh, hang on a minute. All right. So I call Michelle on the cell. So I hit the phone. I'm on speaker. And I said, Michelle, they have your English cucumbers inside Trader Joe's. How many do you want?
Okay.
And then she says, well, how big are the cucumbers?
That's a good question.
To determine whether she wants one or two.
Right.
And I said, they're regular cucumbers. We're on speakerphone. There are shoppers around me.
Mm-hmm.
Then Michelle says on the speakerphone, well, are they bigger or smaller than your...
Well, I'm going to have to definitely say bigger.
Michelle.
I said, are they as long as your penis?
What are you doing, Michelle?
I just dumped that, Michelle. Hey.
Or longer?
Stop!
All right, hold on,
Michelle. I dumped what you said.
This is awkward, man.
Michelle, wait a minute. Michelle, you're usually the more restrained individual. Anyway, I'm on speakerphone. There are two women like next to me that are shopping, and over my speakerphone on my phone, Michelle's like, "Are they bigger than my?"
What are the shoppers?
What did you say?
What do they do?
I have two women that turn to me and look at me like with these, like with
Definitely smaller.
Okay, Michelle. Let's review the dimensions of an English cucumber.
No. We're not.
English cucumbers are quite substantial.
All right, we're not going to review any dimensions. Okay.
You sure it wasn't the baby carrot section?
I've seen. Seriously, you sure he wasn't buying Brussels sprouts and baby carrots? Michelle, an English cucumber.
So 2 women, as Michelle blurts out on the cell phone, well, are they bigger or smaller than your? And she says the word. Michelle she didn't use slang. She used the anatomical word for males. And both these women turn to me and like, whoop, they're like, what?
If you didn't instantly say back, oh, they're definitely smaller. Just to really blow everybody's mind.
Michelle, what? Do you have anything to say for yourself, Michelle?
You know, you were debating me on which should you get 1 or 2, and I needed to know how long they were.
Do they bend to the left a little bit like Peyronie's disease?
No, stop. All right, Michelle, I think we're done with this.
Right.
Entertained or shocked a couple of women. And,
well, I entertained you.
Yeah, one woman was like maybe 30. The other woman was like probably in her 40s. And I don't think they've ever heard that asked in the produce department at Trader Joe's on a speakerphone on my cell.
No, that's exactly how I size up cucumbers.
All right. All right.
You should see how I pair up heads of cabbage.
All right. Goodbye, Michelle.
Bye.
Bye.
So what were you and Fester conversing about?
I just told Fester a joke to say, and he denied it.
Roxanne and I occasionally run a joke by each other for comedic value, and we decide to edit sometimes.
So that's the cucumber story.
Wow. So
I was slightly embarrassed.
So how many did you buy?
I bought 2 cucumbers.
Oh, so they're smaller.
I bought 2 cucumbers. Wow. 2 English cucumbers at Trader Joe's. So I just said to Michelle, listen, I said, I'm just, because I didn't answer her when she blurts out, well, are they bigger or smaller than?
Man.
You know, I'm getting 2 because the women are looking at me.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I'll just buy 2 of them.
You had a chance for some impromptu performance art right there. That would have been hysterical.
Yes, Coop.
I will say that's what you get for using your speakerphone in public and being one of those people.
Yeah, you might be right.
Man, what are you doing?
You might be right.
Especially with the loose cannon you're married to.
What do you mean a loose cannon I'm married
her
to?
mouth is obviously cute.
We got it. I'm just,
we got it.
Oh yeah, we did.
She got it.
I told you
Painted a picture.
I had to try to figure out how to, get the story on the air.
You guys are like teenagers again.
Jeez, just
teenagers
empty nesting around.
Fun at Trader Joe's, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? What do you guys think about this? Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines is proposing a national no-fly list for combative, unruly, really bad passengers. So they want a no-fly list, kind of like the terrorist no-fly list. Last year, was it almost 6,000, right? Last year, almost 6,000 incidents occurred on airplanes, the most ever. People didn't want to wear masks, people hitting flight attendants. It was just crazy. There has never been a year like last year with the number of people misbehaving on airplanes. I think I read that it was like 5,965. It was just shy of 6,000.
It was a ridiculous number of incidents.
And I believe that just last year alone was greater than all of the previous years of commercial aviation that they've kept track and kept records of unruly passengers, which is insane. So what are your thoughts of Delta? What are your thoughts of Delta looking for a no-fly list? So if you have a fight with a flight attendant over a mask, what about the woman that, remember, slugged the Southwest flight attendant? Remember that?
Okay, I think there needs to be a barometer for what constitutes the no-fly list. I mean, if you punch a flight attendant, then yeah, wear a mask and you be a little lippy. No,
That's a good point. There's a spectrum of infraction.
I'm not opposed to a national no-fly list for some of these degenerates.
So, Delta Airlines is urging, the Biden administration to create a national no-fly list for combative passengers. So Delta's kind of pushing this. Delta CEO Ed Bastian wrote a letter to the Attorney General. He called for the Justice Department to set up a fly list for unruly passengers, noting that close to 2,000 of the previous passengers had already been placed on his airline's own list. So he's saying that Delta has a list of 2,000 passengers that they don't want on their airplanes now.
Yeah, I mean, you threatened me with never flying Delta. I'm like, big deal. I'll go fly American.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
A national no-fly list. So if people know that you just can't go to another airline and you could be banned from all airlines if you misbehave, and would it also be in the best interests of the other airlines also to keep these people off their planes as well? Because what happened on one airline could happen on your airline.
Yeah, I don't know that United is begging for people who punch flight attendants to hop on their flights. I think they would pass on that as well.
Yeah.
I think even Spirit and Frontier would pass on those customers.
I don't know about Spirit.
Speaking of that, big break this morning.
What is it?
Yeah, this is Fester. Nice little setup there. Yeah.
Good job, Fester.
It's broken.
What happened?
Even a blind squirrel today.
This is just broken this